Welcome to this tutorial explaining the main features of the DeltaTwin service, developed by GAEL Systems and available on the Destination Earth platform. DeltaTwin is a collaborative working environment that enables the design of processing blocks to feed components of the Earth's digital twins, such as urban heat island, air quality forecasting and changes in the water cycle. Those processing blocks can be reused to build a more complex digital twin. DeltaTwin is a web platform that facilitates multi-stakeholder collaboration, makes it easier to share knowledge, and turn data into concrete actions. As a developer or scientist, you can wrap your code in a DeltaTwin component, or DeltaTwin for short, and as a local authority, you can monitor the indicators of your DeltaTwins to help you make better decisions that are more respectful of current constraints and challenges. For example, Colab Atlantic, a collaborative scientific laboratory based in Portugal, has developed an urban heat island prediction model that allows to make data-based decisions provided by the DeltaTwin service. Now, let's see how DeltaTwin works. The first step is to create an account on the Destiny platform, so that you have credentials enabling you to identify yourself. Once connected, you will be redirected to the welcome page. This page is split in two parts: a navigation bar and a dashboard. The navigation bar contains 4 sections. Overview, the home page. A starter kit, which we'll look at a little later. My workspace, the user's personal workspace. And Explore, which allows you to browse the public and community sections of DeltaTwin service. Let's explain some concepts in the DeltaTwin service that are present in the navigation bar. A DeltaTwin is a project materialized by a folder containing all the information required to build a digital twin. The inner organization of the DeltaTwin folder includes a manifest file, a models folder, a workflow file. Manifest file is the core configuration item describing the DeltaTwin. Models folder contains the runnable models configured for execution. Workflow file is the configuration of the flow of processes. Artifacts and resources sections represent your personal storage. Artifacts are data generated by an execution of a DeltaTwin and saved. Resources are your own data, imported into the DeltaTwin service, to be used by a DeltaTwin. Here, for example, is a JSON file listing the 25 largest earthquakes in Europe in 2025. A run is an execution of a DeltaTwin. Let's take a moment to look at the starter kit. It includes a set of DeltaTwins. These DeltaTwins are ready to use and can be called by your own DeltaTwin as a dependency. The starter kit will be regularly updated and expanded with new DeltaTwins to meet the community's needs. Let's go back to the main content of this page, the dashboard. It provides some insights about your consumption related to your DeltaTwin executions. Your storage in the DeltaTwin service. Drive data refers to the data you store in your space as an uploaded resource or a saved artifact. Your DeltaTwin scheduled executions. Below, it shows your latest generated artifacts and your latest runs. Now, let's see more in detail a DeltaTwin and show you how to use it. We will use the air temperature downscaling DeltaTwin created in partnership with Colab Atlantic. This DeltaTwin could be used to predict heat waves in Lisbon. When you click on the selected DeltaTwin, the main page displays various information about it. Let's take a tour of those information. The DeltaTwin name. Its version. The DeltaTwin can have several versions. The description tab describes the DeltaTwin, its inputs and outputs. Here, there is no any input. Its visibility could be either public. The DeltaTwin is visible and executable to all authenticated users. Or private. The published DeltaTwin is only visible and executable by you. Next, the Workflow tab provides an execution flow diagram of the selected DeltaTwin version. Runs tab lists the previously submitted executions of this DeltaTwin. Now, let's execute a run. To do this, click on the Run button at the top right of the current page. Once the run has started, the Monitoring Workflow tab opens automatically. It allows you to track progress in real time. When a step is completed, the corresponding logs can be accessed via the Status and Logs tab. Congratulations, your first run is successful. You can click on a run item to get more details, such as the run identifier, its start date and its status, among pending, running, success, or error. You can also retrieve information about the inputs provided and outputs generated. Runs are available for 48 hours and are automatically evicted with all generated data after this period. To persist a generated data, you must save it as an artifact before the end of the run retention period. Run outputs are also downloadable during this period. The next tab relates to the artifacts you have generated from this DeltaTwin component, and provides some previews for known data types. The data is recorded along with some contextual metadata. We are now reaching the end of this tutorial. For more information, you can access the documentation directly from the DeltaTwin service page. In case of additional requests, you can also ask your questions via the contact form. Thank you for attending this session. In a future video, we will show you how to design, build, and publish your own DeltaTwin component using our command line interface. See you soon on our services.